latest health update from the Vatican says Pope Francis slept well throughout the night. And Morning Matters host and the Big Story alumnus, Gretchen Ho, is in Rome to give us updates live from Italy. Gretchen, it's nice to see you there. But, we've been hearing varying reports on the Pope. May mga reports nagsasabing gumagaling na siya, but there are also some reports that he's in critical condition. What is the latest status, the actual status on the Pope?
Buonasera, Pauline, Sean, and Ces. Buonasera, Pilipinas. I really left the show to attend to more important matters here. And speaking of answering your question, the mood is actually hopeful here in Rome as the Pope enters his 17th day of confinement at the Gemelli Hospital. This place where I'm standing at, this is the plaza that holds the statue of Pope John Paul II, a sacred space where many have come to offer their prayers, to light a candle, to give a drawing. And right here, standing beside it, standing tall and looking over it, is actually the room of Pope Francis up on the 10th floor of the Gemelli Hospital. That's the papal apartment where most popes have stayed. For example, Pope John Paul II was there in 2005, and for several times he looked over and gave that as a gift for the Catholic faithful to get a glimpse of him. We haven't seen that from Pope Francis, although tama kayo dyan, the update this morning was he slept well throughout the night. That has been the update for the past 4 nights as I can recall. Usually, meron talagang report ng 8 a.m. na pumapasok tungkol sa kanyang pagtulog sa gabi. Madalas yan yung update. Speaking of his condition, it is a good sign that he is now off the mechanical ventilator, but he's still on supplemental high oxygenation flow. So that is actually to help him recuperate from the double pneumonia that he's experiencing. At tinanong natin sa loob, sa ating insider na mga kababayan, meron tayong nakitang Pilipino sa loob. Ang sabi sa atin, minsan okay, minsan hindi. So it is critical in a sense that he is 88 years old. And the other part of it is that his comorbidities may have been affecting his the speed of his recovery.
Diba, he had a section of one of his lungs taken out ages ago, no, matagal na. Pero Gretch, nabanggit mo may Pinoy healthcare workers. We know Pinoy healthcare workers are everywhere. Meron din dyan sa loob ng Gemelli.
Actually, wala tayong nakitang healthcare worker. Yung nakita natin kanina, waiter, kasi kumakain kami sa loob. Yun nga yung maganda rito, Sean, Ces, Pauline. Nakakapasok yung mga tao. May police sa paligid. Pero mabilis kami nakapasok. Kahit may dala akong camera, may tripod ako, wala naman sumita sa akin. There's also a chapel inside where you can pray. And actually, there was a holy hour for the Pope. But we sat down to eat a little bit. May Pinoy na lumapit sa amin, tinanong namin, kamusta? Anong nababalitaan ninyo? Sabi yun nga, minsan okay, minsan hindi. Bumabaro kasi yung doktor na tumitingin sa kanya. I guess that is because nga of the delicate situation of his age and also the comorbidities. So the Pope is not yet out of the woods, and we will continue to monitor his health. We will know the full medical report later on. They usually send that at 7 p.m. here in Rome.
Gretchen, I had a chance to see your report at 1 a.m. there, Rome time. And you mentioned how dear the Filipino community is to the Pope. What's the sentiment among them now?
Actually, malungkot. Malungkot talaga kasi nga Pope Francis has always had a special affection for Filipinos, and that is evidence in his relationship with Cardinal Tagle. Dati pa lang noong 2013, nung gagawin pa lang Santo Papa si Pope Francis, magkakilala na to silang dalawa, talagang malapit. And remember when he went to the Philippines in 2015, grabe yung pagsalubong sa kanya ng mga Pinoy. Pumunta siya sa Tacloban, binisita niya yung mga nasalanta ng bagyo, nilapitan siya ng mga kabataan sa UST. And ang sabi nung aking nakausap kahapon, kaya tayo paborito raw ni Pope Francis is that because we bring people to the church. We bring them back to the church. When you see the churches here, they are lined with Filipinos everywhere. Sabi nga ni Cardinal Tagle sa kanyang recollection kahapon, communities, Filipino communities dito, pero paliit ng paliit yung miyembro ng community. Ang biro niya, nagkakaroon na ng divisiveness. So his message there was to remain united in one gospel and one truth. And it was the same message, coincidentally, that Pope Francis gave yesterday. Kahit may sakit siya, he asked people to pray for peace for those tormented in Ukraine and other parts of the world. Kaya talagang, same heart. I guess he also addressed to it. Si Cardinal Tagle, nakikita niya na taong-tao, ganoon din ang mga Pilipino, kaya malapit ang mga Pilipino sa puso ni Pope at baliktad din, malapit din siya sa atin.
I don't know, Gretch, if you can accommodate this request, pero pwede patingin. Ano bang nangyayari dyan sa paligid mo, dyan sa labas ng gym? Kasi nakikita natin yan lagi, yung scene na yan, di ba? Pero
sige.
usually malayo.
Medyo ikot-ikot siya.
Ikot-ikot
Sige,
siya.
sige.
Ayan, ito, yan, okay. Kanina ko pa inaantayan, Sean, eh.
Alam ko, bumili siya ng tripod. Kailangan sulitin.
Let me get off my formal hat and actually show you around. I haven't done this for other newscasts, but for you guys, I will.
Yes.
So, ito makikita mo, yung mga message ng mga bata rito, sige, titignan ko dito, mga message ng mga bata rito, yan, ito, kung titignan mo, ito translate para sa atin ng kaibigan natin dito. Infant schools ito, and then this is from kids, and then we see drawings over there. Tapos dito rin from the youth yung nakasulat. So talagang malapit sa kabataan ito si Pope Francis. Tapos meron nga yung mga balloons, yung mga kandila. Although it is a working day today, it is a Monday, so that's why we don't see any Pinoys around. But later on at 7 p.m. or 9 p.m. Rather in Vatican City, there will be a rosary for all Filipinos, and that happens every night.
Okay, wow.
All right, we thank you so much, Gretchen.
Ito, may trivia pa ako bago
Wait,
umalis.
oo nga.
Ganun ba?
Oo, nag-text siya. Meron daw siyang trivia.
Sige, sige.
Ginagawa ko to para sa big story dahil mahal ko yung show na to. Okay, so this one is a book that I bought in the library inside. It is entitled Hope. It is the first ever autobiography of a pope. Dapat daw nakasulat dito, ilalabas ito after his death. Pero nilabas na siya, 2025 ito. Pero yung isang libro na pinakita ko doon sa ating group chat, ang pangalan nun ay Life. Doon sa libro na yon, nandoon si Cardinal Antonio Tagle, na sinabi ni Pope Francis na kinakwento niya, noong 2013, nakita na sila sa airport, Fiumicino Airport sa Italy. Tapos sinabi niya na noon pa man, napag-uusapan na papable si Cardinal Antonio Tagle.
talaga?
Galing yan kay Pope Francis, Tapos, the next day nakita sila sa Vatican City, niloko ni Pope Francis si Cardinal, sinabi niya, may nakita akong bata kahapon sa airport. Kasi naka-jeans lang pala si Cardinal Tagle. Mukha siyang bata, di ba? Singket, tapos payat. So talagang ang ganda ng relationship ng dalawa, that he is even in the book of Pope Francis. The other one was written by somebody else. This one that I have was, I think, by Pope Francis himself. So uuwiin ko to dyan sa Pilipinas.
Okay, and we're adding that to our list, our reading
Since
list.
you mentioned Cardinal Tagle, how is his mood naman? I know that he's also offering prayers, but
And
I'm
I also
sure
know Gretchen went to one of his services.
Yeah,
Nakita ko
yeah.
yung report mo.
Oo, dun sa kadiliman ng simbahan.
Tapos naka-blank
Okay,
ka.
so,
Oo. Dun sa video na yon. How
Alam
was
naman
it?
natin talagang magkalapit. Sobrang favorite ato ni Pope Francis si Cardinal Tagle, tinatanong natin dito. Lalo sinasabi, very close talaga sila. In terms of mood, you could see that his heart is breaking for what's happening to Pope Francis. He doesn't want to talk that much about what's happening, I guess, because also of what's being said. We know that his name is always on the list. Pag nakikita mo online, lagi siya nasa top 5 na maaaring pumalit sa kasakaling may mangyari kay Pope Francis. Ayaw niya magsalita. He wants to remain prudent about the whole situation. But also, meron tayong ibang priest na nakausap dito. Sinasabi, maraming fake news ang lumalabas online saying that he has ambitions to become the next pope. So, yun yung gusto nilang ibelay dito. I mean, there isn't any posturing that I'm feeling here. Is really, what's refreshing to me is hearing him address the Filipino audience, I mean, in Tagalog, at inaalagaan niya talaga para siyang may ministry dito. Hindi lang ang mga lay people, hindi lang mga OFW, kundi yung mga pare na nandito, mga madre na nandito for their own formation. So he is a leader here, and I think special sa atin yon na alam natin meron tayong direct link kay Pope Francis through Cardinal Tagle.